Okay, this is me at the beginning of the previous session. As you saw last time, this is me coming in. But I was talk about absolutely gutted. I was, obviously, all of that work, but I thought, this is a game. There are some advantages to existing in a game. At Giant's expense, due to this being a mega crash of the game and me spending about an hour just gathering all of our bales together, we are going to try this again, and we're going to lease those two items. I am not racing up to the top of my map and getting my bale wrapper. We are going to lease. I see now the contracts are kicking in and actually doing that. They didn't do that, right? So it looks like whatever. Now there are a couple of things I'm going to say. Let's just switch the engine off first. Now, we have it on YouTube, me last time grabbing the Fendt GT with the very weight that it had last time, lifting 4 bales up on that with no problem at all. Now, obviously, I did actually say, or did I just think, even I thought, well, that's spectacular, there's no way that should be able to lift 4 bales so effortlessly. It wasn't even making much of an attempt to. It was almost like they were ethereal. I think I actually mentioned that, and I tried to lift 3 with that, with the weight on, and it struggled. So that last update also addressed, as all of the silent updates do, Giants only put certain things on the changeovers, but it is fairly obvious to us who play the game, especially a lot, when things change of such a magnitude as weights, physics like that, bale weights, that obviously we will notice it if we're going to do the same thing again after the update. Well, I did, and that was, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would say that we're closer to it being correct now than we did obviously when it did work. Nevertheless, it has been a massive change. Right, yeah, what I am going to do though, because of my own time, I have spent a lot. So we are going to put this money straight back in. I am going to write this down, because this is not fair. Because I have done the work. I don't mind. There's no way. I absolutely abhor any kind of cheating. But I don't class this as cheating. So we're going to do something differently. We are going to... Yeah, we are. We're going to lease. We're going to do this in style. Being it is a mega crash and it is a game, and it's game mechanics that have caused this for me to go wrong. So yeah, actually let's get to the right place. Let's do this in style. Bale loader. We are for once going to use the RQ-SAN, mega expensive, customize, lease. Absolutely, we will. The other thing is, obviously, I am also going to lease, but I'm going to do this at the shop. Right, let's grab that, and let's grab our bales. Let's make this easier on ourselves. I will give myself that back. We're going to grab these, and we're also going to lease the baler wrapper. Exactly the same one, obviously. And I'm also going to save it before I start, because we've used that before and it's never done that. I am not going to put it on the trigger in case it was, I mean, of course that should work fine, but I'm not going to take any chances twice. Right, let's get this loaded up, and we're going to do this one step at a time, and of course record it. For once, I'm not really that worried about realism after having such a mega crash in such a style and losing an hour's work. Yeah, this one's on you, Giants. We should be sending the higher costs to Giant Software Limited. Yeah, the owners of this world. You could say. With all its flaws, of which we just saw spectacular. Yes, I have seen that before when it's crashed almost as bad as that. It's very strange though, that is really bizarre. Still having to change my gears manually. Gonna dab hand at this now. Yeah, so that's one thing they still didn't fix. It did used to work before the other silent updates. I don't go silent, that was just an update. But yeah, it did work, and then came back, and since that last one, not the one that we just had, the one before that, all of a sudden, yes, gear changes were broken. You have got to ask yourself the question, is the game getting better, or are we going around in circles? Because I have never seen as a spectacular a crash as that one. That was a phenomenal one. And there is really no, I've got to be honest, in all of my years of playing on FS19, I never ever had any kind of crash to that extent. That was phenomenal. Yes, we should try that exactly, well, hopefully not with the same end results, but if we do, then it shall be on camera. At least. Hoping we'll get away with it this time. Not always are such epic crashes of the Giants engine exactly the same. I've had some epic crashes where you've just been placing a mod and it's crashed, so... Then it changed gear for heaven's sake. Transport load. Take that down. Now, oh yeah, we'll also have to lease. Yes, we'll just have a bit of fun with this. Let's to try to get over the, yeah, the screaming that my soul is doing at this precise moment over the epic failure and loss of my personal time. It needs balancing, so I shall balance this. Trying to think on how I'm going to best do this to unload, yet not obviously they're not silage bales yet, so I need to wrap them. I think actually the game crashed at that moment when the game realised it had actually got that wrong. If I'm honest, I truly do. I don't think it was. I think it had crashed before that because the contract had failed in a way. The system failed, and I think the other thing was then just a repercussion of the failure, like any programmed reality. When that crashes, it just crashes the entire engine, as we saw epically. Right. Right. Okay, we now want to... Now I've got to be careful not to do this on a trigger. Right, we shall now lease a weight, a good one. I'm not running up to the farm. This is not... I've already done this once. Anything that's goes beyond, we are going to actually go for something different. The most stable weight I've found in the game, which is this. Lease. And lease. So that's about 127, so 126 actually, it's gotta be. Yeah. Right, so we need to go grab the fence, which is on the field. Right. Oh, I took all my equipment back up as well. But, you know, seriously. So, there are sometimes I did actually, when I had a crash like this a couple of weeks ago, I actually switched autosave on for a couple of sessions, because it does scare you about how unstable the game is. You can't trust it, and it is true, but when you're creating content you really shouldn't need to do that. it looks so unprofessional. Well, I suppose it looks like it is. It is. You don't trust the game because the game has proved itself untrustworthy. Because there's no rhyme or reason. If you knew if you did a certain thing every single time and it would crash, then you wouldn't do that thing. Right, let's grab these on first. Now then, I can't remember. I think it's that way. I think it is. There it goes. Yeah, and then we need to do it. Yeah, fully extended to give this maximum stability. No. That is the way you need to be at. I always have this issue. Wow. Okay, right. That is the best weight that I know of. How on earth can I? Right. Yeah. We now need to get the bale wrapper, and I'm going to put that about here. Right. Let's lease that. I know we own one, but this is all going to be paid back with the F12 by Giant Software. It's going to be the one that 1779. Right, let's grab that. I don't want to put this in the trigger, not this time. Let's learn from that. I just don't want to risk it, and I do know that it's not always, you can't always reproduce errors exactly like that. I'm hoping that the fill trigger doesn't extend from the box. I would have thought it did, but right at this minute my entire trust in the game is at its absolute all-time minimum. Worst. Yeah, words fail me, truthfully, to describe how I feel at the minute. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Wow. That doesn't prove what we had recorded on the previous session with a far lesser weight of being able to do 4, and now I've got 3, which is making me teeter. Now don't get me wrong, that's 20 tons we've got there, so of course that's believable. This little tractor is 11.5 tons. The weight, that super weight, is supposed to extend further back than that, which would really seriously give you some real. Let's just try it. I'm doing it again, aren't I? Let's save this. Let's try and grab a couple at a time. Yeah, I was literally baling these at 2 at a time because of the weight of 2, and that's all it could manage. I daren't go. Well, I did try 3 at the very beginning, and it was obvious that really, yeah, things had changed since last time I used the fence. Don't let me grab that, you can crash again, because that's not supposed to be there. You shouldn't be grabbing things if you... Come on. Let's try and grab... stack. Yeah. Ooh, you see it reacting to the mod. Whoa. What was I saying about the most stable? Oh, great. Well, it's a lot easier than it normally is. I've never known it to go over that quickly. Let's try that again. Wow. Whoa. Wouldn't lift. Right, moment of truth soon, I should imagine. I would imagine they're going to start to go into the field trigger. And we shall see if the contracts are broken that we spent all evening doing. Because that's not within my control. Broken game. Because personally this seems more broken than the day that I bought this game. I hear from the website that Giants have done very well out of the game. Very pleased for them that they have done so very well. Doesn't seem to have sped up us all getting the game that I think we were all expecting, rather than this game which seems to keep on giving. What it's giving, I'm not sure, but yes, rage perhaps. Anybody who plays any games, you do expect a certain amount of, obviously, things not to be perfect. Now, it's not going to take long. I don't know. Actually, to me, that looks like it's going to... Yeah, we should just try. When we've done wrapped all of this set. Right. Yes, I was debating what to do about even coming back on the game. I was so disgusted, really was, but I thought, come on, let's just crack on. Session to record. I do think the extractor's amazing, truly do. Yes, I've never quite seen such a spectacular crash as that one though. That really was something else. Literally the dial of the tractor, all of the digits had gone, and wow, yeah. Field info blurred into it at the same time. To change view to get us to do what it should be able to do. Should I not be able to unwrap these? You should be able to. If that's too close. It's impacting what we're trying to do, because you normally can just cut them open. Because I can't shift that entire... You normally can literally say, I've literally used this before at the biogas. You can usually just cut them open. Please, this is ridiculous. It's not giving me the option. Yeah, it just gets better and better. Okay, let's see if we can push the darn things in. Need to move out of the way. Okay. Wow, that's epic weight. Can't shift that. Come on. moment of truth. Ooh, that's better. Yeah, it's not crashed this time. So it was at that moment I realised now when it should say this and take the bales when it gave me cash, and even that was totally wrong, how much it gave me. Oh. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so we've got just the biggest one. Of course, that would be true, that there would not be enough for that. Right, okay then, let's leave this. I'm going to go and grab the other bales. Okay, I'm going to grab these. We should get these in. Right, I'm going to time-lapse this next bit, because otherwise it's going to be boring for you guys and girls just watching me do what I've already done, actually. In fact, yeah, do you know something? For once, I'm going to cut to the bits, because we've already done this. It's not like we're just literally doing this again, so I'm going to cut the recording to next time I'm back here with the rest of the bales. So I shall see you guys and girls when I get back. Just a slight addendum, there's one bale left, so just so as you know. Right, I'm going to cut to next time I'm back down at the animal dealers, and we shall rewrap these and we shall leave it at there, so I shall see you very shortly. Right, we are back. We are back in the, yes, let's get everything back in. Let's do what we did last time. I'll point it roughly towards it, but I am going to save this. I am not trusting the fact that this is going to work. If it does what it did last time, you just, as I said earlier, there is no rhyme or reason. You do not know when it's going to come. It really is shocking. I have got to be honest, if I was just thinking this when I was not recording on the way down from the top to where we are, you know, now, and I thought, if I had not had 3 years of FS19 under my belt, where I had, again, mainly mods, I can't just say it's not just about Giants, the base game, I don't find it is enough. I don't think they get that right. The costs of things, it is the modding community that really are the icing on the cake. I'm not saying the cake isn't good, but yeah. Ooh. That's not going to be good. Let's drop them on the floor. Yeah, that's better. It's best if we do pick them up at a bit at a time. Right, let's get this done. Yeah, if I will spit my words out, sorry. Just trying to do two things at once. If I hadn't had 3 years of FS19 under my belt to know and love and form such a appreciation for FS19 and the modding community, I think, and the lovely community that does make up the farming simulator world, whether that's content creators or... But I have got to be honest with the way that I think if I was a brand new customer, and obviously I know that Giants have done terribly well out of FS22, there was bragging going on last night, I think it was on the website, I saw it, and I just had to chuckle to myself and think, well, I'm glad you've done well, but I don't know that all of the people, especially those who've never bought FS into the FS franchise before, how pleased they would be with the finished product. Well, because Giants don't seem in a rush to release any apologies for, it's just we get in more content, which to me isn't really, that's not fantastic. I don't really care whether I get an additional tractor base game ones, because to be honest they're usually too expensive anyway. But I will explain that. Obviously as a start from scratch here, I would often usually start with the modded tractors and reasonable ones. Now let's get this in. Yeah, but I'm honestly not sure if I was a brand new person to the franchise and I'd bought FS22 with no other context than I wanted a farming game. I'm not sure I'd be very happy. I mean, I've got a lot of time with the game and I'm not very happy. But those people who've never ever had the shiny FS19 at its best, I just seriously, yeah, I think I would be almost livid. Especially at the lack of a proper apology. I mean, I know it's most companies now don't apologise. Let me just get that back to where it should be. A lot of companies don't apologise, even especially big ones like Google and Apple, Sony. A lot of them don't, but that doesn't make it right. We do live in a time, I realise, where people think that that's okay to not do what's right, but it isn't. Wrong is wrong and right is right. No matter how big a company you are, to apologise if you've made a mess is human. To not is inhuman and bad. Wrong is wrong and right is right. There is no right if I'm a massive corporation that makes a lot of money. But yeah, must admit, I do truly feel for those who, I just wonder how people are feeling. Yeah, so there's one bale which you will see, because I've added that. I literally recorded about 10 seconds worth of footage of me up at the last field collecting. There was one bale extra, so there is one more bale. There's also those 2 bales of ours I brought down and left on the field of 38, but right at this moment they don't really concern me. I just want to get this main thing, to get the bitter taste out of my mouth of almost to prove to myself that this game still does work. I didn't realise I've never done that before. It usually grabs one out of you. It's better. Yes, I mean, I say my time I've spent, and I have a huge appreciation. I have got to say, well, I don't know, to be honest, it was FS19. I did have quite a big appreciation, even the Giants, but not so much now. I have, because of what has gone on, I really don't feel in a good way towards Giants, if I'm honest, all my life. Will you let go of that bale? Either grab it or let go, one or the other. Thank you. Yeah, I am. Even me myself, with all of these continuing game crashes, I cannot say that my feelings towards Giants are presently good, because they're not. Quite angry, in a way, at the way that I think all of us have been treated over this situation. I've said many times, I can see the promise, but yeah, it is only promise. And these spectacular game crashes, if you're playing a game and it crashes to the extent that it did tonight, that is seriously bad. On day one I didn't have crashes as bad as that. Right, that's good. Yeah, I need to pull it out a bit first. Hit it. Yeah, another thing that has happened recently is slowdowns. I don't know if anybody else is getting that, where you literally pull the trigger on your gamepad, or you've got your key on your PC depressed, whatever you use to and it literally just slows down. Sometimes just for a few seconds, but nevertheless it does. Now then. You see, that's what it should say. It didn't say that last time, so again it's still partially crashed. Because you should be able to just go down the whole lot, but you have to start with the end one. Now I do know that, I have worked it out. But again, this is just another... Huh? What? Let's cut open the bale. Nothing else. Yeah, that had gone, as my last footage showed. This is what should happen. Wow, that is such instability. It's so awful. Right, let's return the leased things at the very least, and I will, on camera, get rid of the... Oh, do you know I didn't realise I was leasing that. I thought I'd bought it. Well, there you go. No, not now. No, we don't want that. But we will return that. Oh my life, I seriously did not realise I'd leased that. I thought I'd bought it. Oh, well, there you go. Right, let's see if we can do that again. Push them in. That worked quite much better than I thought it would, if I'm honest. Inchy. Come on, you'll pick up. I'm not in a very good... Yeah, my physics is not good. I'm on a corner. Yeah, in fact, let's just correct that. Let's just get in a better position where you've got the full mass bearing down on it, and also let's do a run up. That's probably much better physics wise. Wow. Okay. Right, excellent. Now then, I am going to, on camera, just return the... You can use the F12 and put the money back in for sending this to Giants Software in this universe. 4590 for the RQ-SAN. And 1779 for... What was that for? Extractor. And last but not least, not that this is very the weight was marginal, 126. Right, there we go. That is, I am well chuffed with that. Well, of sorts. Yeah, feeling far less than happy, if I'm honest, but the balance of the universe has been addressed. Right, let's complete those contracts at the very least. See how well we did. I'm pleased with that. I am. I'm not going to do any tidying up work and grab all of our equipment from the four corners of the map. I'm really not. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it at the minute. Nevertheless, this is still an absolutely amazing map, and it is a good game. I do realise that, but this has got to be addressed. It is absolutely diabolical. I don't know how anybody can. I know some of the. Do you know, it's funny though, not even the big names, even Mr. CDP is, you can tell, rather nonplussed by what's going on. I think he made a comment about do we need, what I said a few minutes ago actually, do we need more tractors and equipment, or do we need the game fixing? I think the answer to the question is, we really need the game fixing. None of us particularly care about any more tractors if it means Giants can concentrate on fixing the game that they have made. That would be appreciated, I think, by all of the people, especially the new people. Because I think if I'd just bought into this round, if I'd have bought into FS22, even if I bought the game yesterday and I saw what I'm seeing right now, do you know, I would be so upset with what I can see. I really would. Right, let's return those weights now. Right, and that is where I'm going to leave it. I am well chuffed with the progress. Even if it was a very painful session, it's still progress. Yeah, I did say, let's do something good as well. Two things. Let's have a look if anything's dropped, because things do come in through the day. Oh my life, the Swifter is haunting me. We got this on my the Rizu Forest, and it was 60,000. It was 48% off. An amazing mod, if a tad excessive perhaps for this map, but nevertheless it is. Yeah, that has dropped later in the day. Right, and the second thing, I did say I thought we'd be able to buy another field by the end of this session. Can we do so? That is the question. 58,000. That's the one I would really like. That's 71,000. Still, am I really bothered? Will we leave ourselves 58, 63, 5,000? Has it got anything in it? In 22. Oh, please don't tell me potatoes. What have you got in you? Oh, you have, haven't you? We're just going to have a look at our silo. We'll go and visit the shop and we'll have a quick look, because I seriously don't fancy potatoes. Well, I suppose, no. Should I look at it like that? Let's go and have a look. Let's not ruin our crop by running through it. Let's have a look. Ah, it's empty. Can we plant today in April? Let's have a look. What could we do if we bought that field today? What could we plant? Oh, pretty much anything. I do fancy doing something a bit different, if I'm honest. Oh, I've just sent that cedar back. Yeah, I have. And if I buy the cedar, then I can't. Yeah, that is true. There is a cunning plan that I do have, though. Why not? The AI would probably, yeah, we'll probably plan that if we, let's have a bit of fun, let's wind down, because I'm really tense, as you would be when the universe crashes and burns, which it literally did. Oh my life, of course, they're back up here. Here's me taking them back down the field, back down that other end, of course, that was before the crash. Oh my life. Right, anyway, yes, let's have a bit of fun. So actually we've got a bit more. We've got one more over in that field and these two here, which are actually silage, so we will wrap that last one, and we have got these two to take down. Right, let's sleep. 8 o'clock will be fine. Okay, 562. Now then. Oh, seriously? Seriously? Oh well, oh well. So, what has been planted, if anything, in that field? Oh, please don't tell me you're leaving it. It's cultivated. We have until, I think, July for ours to be completely done. Yeah, you can see they're in the quite late growth stage now, the canola that we've got in our 3 fields. Now today I think is the last day of, yeah, so they could do it today, so let's do the same again. Let's just rest through. I am not doing any more work. This session is over, apart from, yeah, a bit of fun I think is definitely due. That's a bit better now then. Is it not June or is it June? No, it's July. Next month. Let's have a look. Oh, God, and Bennett. Really? Seriously? Please tell me he's planted his field. Oh. Seriously? You must have heard I wanted to buy it. Yeah, there is nothing to be planted now until canola in August. Okay. Should we buy the field? I really would prefer to buy the field 24, which has actually 71,000. Shit, what has it got in it? Let's actually look. Oh no, please don't tell me you have got potatoes. Please tell me you've not. Oh, I think you've got sorghum. Let's go and have a look. We are not, we're only a stone throw away. Yeah, I seriously don't feel, after the events of today, let's just put it that way, I don't particularly, but I suppose I would probably feel like doing the is sorghum, isn't it? Yes, it is smashing. Okay, in that case, we are going to take a very slight loan out. Very slight loan. Because we are going to harvest next month. So, yes, we are going to bring it, mind you. Oh, we can do a couple of contracts to offset that, can't we? One bale. In fact, yeah, we've got the bales we've got. Even they might well. I'm not sure. When is sorghum harvested though? Got to take that in as well. Sorghum is harvested. Yeah, that's coming up as well. If I don't do this now, we're going to lose out on the actual harvest. So let's not dither. Right. Let's borrow. Right, it gives us 4 grand. Now then, let's buy the field. Brilliant. Absolutely. Now we are looking like we are doing not too bad, if I'm honest. I don't know if everybody else feels that. It's 4 fields this little old farmer has got now. We've got a silo this time so we can store it in our own storage. Next month we will be harvesting. Absolutely skint, of course. We get a loan interest tonight. Let's push through till tomorrow. We shall harvest next play session. Is what we should do. Why did I do that? 8 o'clock. Yeah, July. And then next month it is the sorghum. Oh. Yes, I'm not sure if there's any fertilisation or anything on that. I should have checked. Right, we're done. 100% fertilisation bonus. Let's have a quick look on the map at field 24 though. Oh, you got weeds. Oh, you double fertilise at least. Can we still spray that? It's not ready to harvest, is it? You can, but can we at this precise moment afford to lease a Herbie? We're just going to have to take the hit for this 1 year, we truly are. Remind me, I don't own I only own the mechanical weeder on this Let's Play, don't I? I'm sure I do. Wow. No, I'm not sure. I think it'll be too big actually. No, Helianthus is a... I love the speed of those. They're amazing in comparison to standard ones. That would actually probably be the right one for ours as well. It's a shame. You can't have everything. You truly can't. Let's remind myself. So we have got... yeah, chainsaw, footwear weights, mowers, weeders. Yeah, no sprayer, have we? I didn't think we had on this Let's Play. Right, that is where we're going to leave it. Next play session we shall be drawing in our harvest. We shall put it straight into our own silo. We have had quite a lot of growth this year. I am well chuffed, not chuffed with obviously the spectacular game crash, but I am spectacularly really pleased at the growth that we have. We're going to be needing a larger trailer soon, I think, or a second trailer, so it's something we should look out for, I think, definitely. Would like to buy this field at some point from Xavier Gouin, definitely, but for now we have this sea of... yeah, we're going to have to redo that. Right, I know there's one thing I'll quickly do, because the AI will not see, or Courseplay won't see this as... it'll see this as a continuing field unless I do what I'm going to do now. We need to put some grass down or something to literally... yeah, let's just paint some concrete, asphalt, cobblestone. Cobblestone sounds nice. It's all as reasonable. Why not go for something a little bit more spectacular? Would that be out of place, do you think? I think grass would be the one to go for, if I'm honest. Careful. Really don't want to be losing any crop. Ooh, that was a little tad. Oh, seriously. Right, we can't afford a lot. No, we'll not. Ooh. Okay. Right, so the Courseplay or the AI should now see that as a boundary of the field because it's literally got painted grass. Should we... yeah, let's just... yeah, come on, put some plants down. It looks so awful, that does. Grass. Let's make it bigger though. As well, haven't I? It looks awful if you don't paint as well. Does the paint override the grass? That's what I want to know. Yes. That's annoying. Right. Pay for it twice. Oh my life, how much money have I just spent? Oh my life. Gordon Bennett, that's expensive. Whoa. No field of grass I've ever known costs £4 grand. Whew. No, but in fact it's not even a field. Yep. Definitely not for a cheapo. Now that has left us in a bit of a quandary now. Looks like I'm harvesting my own fields in the next session. With no work help at all. Unless we take out another loan, which I don't fancy doing. Right, we're going to leave it there. We've got harvest to draw in, all on our lonesome, without any worker help. So yes, that's going to be a fun session. I shall do a bit of in-cab, I think. But yes, we shall do so. Oh, we need to go and grab the... yeah, we do. We need to go and grab the trailer. I am going to do that. It is the one thing I am going to do. I am going to do it off camera though. I don't think anybody really wants to see me charge from the end of the map down there to the other end of the map up the top. So I am going to say, yes, I'm trying to learn. I'm hoping that everybody, I do try to show everything, but I do think there are some things like that that people appreciate not seeing. If I'd got anything to say, but I'm literally, we've already had our conversations and all the rest of it. So yes, I think I am going to say I will obviously have grabbed that and I'll swap the trailer over so it's ready to rock. Oh, now I can't even afford to refuel. Yes, I shall say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me. I truly do. Please let me know how you do feel about this. So I've always wanted to show everything, truthfully, which is what I've always done, but sometimes I doubt that that is... Let's take the baler up as well and drop that off at the farm. How does everybody else feel about certain bits being cut out like this that are really not important? I don't want ever to get to the extent where I'm doing well, I'm missing entire masses of work, which is why I've always thought, let's not even go there, let's just crack on and show everybody everything. Then there's nothing, no errors, no mistakes, no recriminations that people can sort of say, oh well, you didn't show this. I've always tried to do it so it's totally honest, but please let me know in the comments how you feel, whether you're not really bothered and you'd rather me miss certain silly bits out, like rushing the equipment to a field, or unless of course I'm talking, then that's a different matter, and I do time-lapse certain bits as well. And, yeah, I'm going to sort of cheat in a way. We're going to drop this at the bottom of here, and then I'm going to run and grab the thing and swap it over. Right, so I am literally going to say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.